Good morning. I am Kiran Raj. Welcome to the online classes on LAMP technology. Today we will discuss about decision making in PHP. PHP decision making, when we want to perform certain action for different conditions, then we are going to use the decision making statements. Depending on the situation or depending on the condition, the certain statements will be executed or the set of codes will be executed. So decision making has different forms. They are if statement, if else statement, if else statement, and switch statement. If else is very similar to else if ladder. If statement executes some code if the condition is true. Then what about false? If the condition is false, then those set of codes will not be executed. This is the basic syntax of the if statement. If condition, then when you are going to have the set of codes or the block of codes, enclose them in the flower braces. Okay. So if the condition is true, then the codes which will be present inside this one, inside the flower braces, will be executed. Now, if the condition is false, then it will directly come out and it will continue the next statement execution. This is one simple program where I am having the date function and t as my variable. So while coming to the date function, you can have the date and the time. So here h represents hours. So when I run this function, it will take the hours and it will fill into the t, and I will be checking whether the time or the hour is lesser than 20. If it is lesser than 20, I am wishing him as a have a good day. Now, let me say that the time is 22, then it will, the condition will be false. So I'll not go and execute this statement. I'll be directly coming out. Only when the condition is true, then the code belongs to that condition will be executed. So when I have the input like 2, 3, 4, 19, then it will be printing have a good day. If else statement executes some code if the condition is true, and if the condition is false, then other set of codes will be executed. So while coming to here, you have two statement blocks or the code blocks will be present with you. One is for the false and another one is for the true. So if condition, if this is true, then the codes belonging to the true section will be getting executed. Now if the condition is false, then it will directly go to the else part and the codes present inside the else part will be getting executed. Again the same program, but what I am doing here is I am having the two statement block. One is for the true statement block and another one is for the false statement block. So here, if the condition is true, then I am printing have a good day. But let me say that the time or the hour which is assessed is 22 or 21 or 20 or 24. So it is late night, right? So I'm directly coming to the else section since the condition is false, and I'm printing have a good night. If else statement, so executes different codes for more than two conditions. Here we are going to have two or more than two conditions, and every condition is going to have their own set of codes, and if the condition is true, then the respective set of codes will get executed. For example, if condition, so I have one condition here, if this is true, then the codes belonging to that section will get executed. Now let me say that this condition is false, then it goes to the else if section and it will check the condition there. If that condition is true, then it will execute that part and it will directly come out. Now let me say that this condition is also false. Then it will directly go to the else section and else code will be executed. So here again I am retrieving the time there, that is hours, using the date function. So if the hour is lesser than 10, that is in the morning, right? So I am wishing him good morning. Now let me say that the time is not lesser than 10, that is more than 10. So I'll be going and checking the next condition. So I'll say if it is in between 10 to 20, that is lesser than 20, right? So that time it will be printing have a good day. Else that is more than 20, then it will be having good night. Let me assume that my hour is 9. Then 9 is lesser than 10, so it will be true, correct? So have a good morning will get printed. Now let me say that the time is 13, that is 1 o'clock, right? Afternoon 1 o'clock. So 13 is lesser than 10, no, false. So it will go to the next else if 13 is lesser than 20. Yes, 13 is lesser than 20. So since it is true, it will print have a good day. Now it will directly come out. In the same manner, let me consider hours is 21. So the first condition will fail, and in the same manner second condition will also fail. So it directly goes to the else section and else section will be executed. So it will be printing have a good night. Switch statement. Switch statement selects one of many blocks of code to be executed. So here if you see the syntax, I have the n here. So n, it can be variable or it can be expression. If it is expression, then the expression will be solved first and the values are used to the compare it with the labels. In the same manner, if the variable is present, then the value of the variable is used to compare it with the labels. If any one of the label is getting matched, then those set of codes will be executed. If those labels are not matched, then it will be checking the next label. Again, if it is not getting matched, then it will be checking next label. So let us say that none of the labels will get matched, then we will be having the default section and the default code that is present in the default section or the default label will get executed. Here it is very important to have the break. If you are not having the break, let us say that my n is 2, and let me say that I have the label something like case 1, case 2, case 3, like that. So if I am having the n is 2 value, then 2 will get matched with the case 2 here, right? So then the code of the case 2 will get executed, okay, that belongs to this 2 block or 2 label, that will get executed. Now if I am not having the break, it will continue with its execution. So it will execute the code of the label B or the 3 also, label 3 also. Then it is going to continue with the label 4, label 5, like that. So it will go to the default section also. So as soon as one set of codes or the code belonging to one label got executed, you have to come out to make sure that you are coming out. Use the break statement after the code of the particular label. So this is one of the program where I have filled the favorite color as the red, and I am having different cases here. So case red, red is a label name, blue is a label name, green is a label name. So here I am having case red, case blue, and case green, and the last one is default. Now let me, I am having filling the value red here. So dollar favorite color, so that is red, so it will be directly matching with the first color. So your output will be your favorite color is red. Here you can take the input from the user also. For example, you can use the get function, and you can get of dollar of favor. So you can use that, and you can ask the input also. Now when the blue is getting added, or when, let me say that user makes the choice of blue, then blue will not get matched with the red here, but blue will get matched with the blue. Now your favorite color is blue will get printed. Afterwards it will be executing the break. So when it executes the break, it will be coming out of the switch statement. So if the none of the red, blue and green is entered, then the default will be executed, that is your favorite color is neither red, blue or green. In the default section you need not mention the break because it will be presented the last. But let us say that in other cases you should have them, or else it will continue execution. Okay. Thank you.